This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Chapter 28. The End of Mr. Bear. The next time the little boy sought Uncle Remus out, he found the old man unusually cheerful and good-humored. His rheumatism had ceased to trouble him, and he was even disposed to be boisterous. He was singing when the little boy got near the cabin, and the child paused on the outside to listen to the vigorous but mellow voice of the old man as it rose and fell with the burden of the curiously plaintive song, a senseless affair so far as the words were concerned, but sung to a melody almost thrilling in its sweetness. Hand me down my walking cane, hey, my lily, go down the road. Your true lover gone down the lane, hey, my lily, go down the road. The quick ear of Uncle Remus, however, had detected the presence of the little boy, and he allowed his song to run into a recitation of nonsense, of which the following, if it be rapidly spoken, will give a faint idea. Old Mr. Jackson, finest confraction, fell down stars for to git satisfaction. Big Bill Fray, he ruled the day. Everything he called for come 1, 2, by 3. Gwine long one day, met Johnny Hooby. Ax him grind 9 yards of steel for me. Told me which he couldn't. Then I heist him over Hickerson Dickerson's barn doors, knock him 99 miles under water. When he rise in pike, straddlin' a handspike, and I left him dar smokin' er the hornpipe. Juba, Rita, Seda, Breda. Aunt Kate at the gate. I want to eat. She fried a meat and gimme skin, which I fling it back again. Juba! All this, rattled off at a rapid rate and with apparent seriousness, was calculated to puzzle the little boy, and he slipped into his accustomed seat with an expression of awed bewilderment upon his face. "Hit's all jes' dat-a-way, honey," continued the old man, with the air of one who had just given an important piece of information. "And when you been casin' shadders 'long of de old nigger, den you'll find out who's which, and which is who." The little boy made no response. He was in thorough sympathy with all the whims and humors of the old man, and his capacity for enjoying them was large enough to include even those he could not understand. Uncle Remus was finishing an axe-handle, and upon these occasions it was his custom to allow the child to hold one end while he applied sandpaper to the other. These relations were pretty soon established, to the mutual satisfaction of the parties most interested, and the old man continued his remarks, but this time not at random. "When I see dish yer swell-head folks, like dat woman what come and tell yo' ma 'bout you chunkin' at her chilluns, which yo' ma make Mars John strop you, hit make my mind run back to ole Brer B'ar. Ole Brer B'ar, he got de swell-headedness hisself, and ef der was any schwinkin', hit schwunk too late fer to help ole Brer B'ar. Leastways, that's what dey tells me, and I ain't never heerd it disputed." "Was the bear's head sure enough swelled, Uncle Remus?" "Now you're talkin', honey!" exclaimed the old man. "Goodness! What made it swell?" This was Uncle Remus's cue. Applying the sandpaper to the axe helve with gentle vigor, he began. "One time, when Brer Rabbit was gwine lopin' home fum a frolic what dey been havin' up at Miss Meadows's, who should he happen up wid but ole Brer B'ar. Co'se, atter what done pass 'twixt 'em, dey wa'n't no good feelin's 'tween Brer Rabbit and ole Brer B'ar. But Brer Rabbit he wanter save his manners, and so he holler out, 'Heyo, Brer B'ar, how you come on? I ain't seed you in a coon's age. How all down at your house? How Miss Brune and Miss Brindle?" "Who was that, Uncle Remus?" the little boy interrupted. "Miss Brune and Miss Brindle? Miss Brune was Brer B'ar's ole woman, and Miss Brindle was his gal. Dat what dey call 'em in dem days. So, den Brer Rabbit, he ax him howdy, he did. And Brer B'ar, he 'spon dat he was mighty po'ly, and dey amble 'long, dey did, sorter familious like. But Brer Rabbit, he keep one eye on Brer B'ar. And Brer B'ar, he study how he gwine nab Brer Rabbit. Las, Brer Rabbit, he up and say, sezee, "Brer B'ar, I speck I got some business cut out for you," sezee. "What dat, Brer Rabbit?" says Brer B'ar, sezee. "W'iles I was cleanin' up my new ground day 'fo' yistiddy," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "I come 'cross one er dese yer old time bee trees. Hit start holler at de bottom, en stay holler plumb to de top, en de honey's des natchully oozin' out. En ef you'll des drap yo' engagements en go 'longer wid me," says Brer Rabbit, sezee, "you'll git a bait dat'll las' you en yo' fambly twel de middle er nex' month," sezee. Brer B'ar say he much oblige, en he b'lieve he'll go 'long, en wid dat dey put out fer Brer Rabbit's new ground, which 'twa'n't so mighty fur. Leastways, dey got dar atter a while. Old Brer B'ar, he 'low dat he kin smell de honey. Brer Rabbit, he 'low dat he kin see de honeycomb. Brer B'ar, he 'low dat he kin hear de bees a zoomin'. Dey stan' roun' en talk biggity, dey did, twel bimeby Brer Rabbit, he up en say, sezee, "You do de climbin', Brer B'ar, en I'll do de rushin' roun'. You climb up to de hole, en I'll take dis yer pine pole en shove de honey up to where you kin git her," sezee. Old Brer B'ar, he spit on his hands en skint up de tree en jam his head in de hole. En sho nuff, Brer Rabbit, he grab de pine pole, en de way he stir up dem bees was sinful. Dat's w'at it was. Hit was sinful. En de bees, dey swarmed on old Brer B'ar's head, twel 'fo' he could take it out er de hole, it was done swell up bigger dan dat there dinner pot. En dar he swung, en old Brer Rabbit, he dance roun' en sing, "Trees stand mighty high, but honey mighty sweet. Watch dem bees wid stingers on der feet." But dar old Brer B'ar hung, en ef his head ain't schwunk, I speck he hangin' dar yit. Dat's w'at I speck. End of tale.